Hello and welcome to 3 Minute Gaming. I'm Nathan, and today I've got a Portrait of Ruin glitch to get you infinite wealth. Hey, I'm back with some Castlevania Dominus help, this time for Portrait of Ruin. And in the DS release for the American version of the game, there was a glitch that let you get infinite quest rewards. And I can report that the glitch is still in the Dominus collection. So in this video, I'm going to quickly explain how that works, go over the quests I personally recommend duping and why, and lastly, what you should buy with your newfound infinite wealth as soon as possible at the start of the game. I ain't here to waste your time, so let's get to it. So early in the game, you'll meet Wind, who will, throughout the game, offer you quests to complete. Upon completing them, if the reward is not a move or magic, but instead an item or stat boost, you can get that reward multiple times with this glitch. To do it, simply have a quest complete. Select it, and Wind will say, well done, or whatever. And when you press confirm again, it'll play a sound and display text stating your reward. Here, you need to press start, plus, options, whatever it is in your system of choice. This will close the quest menu, but if you talk to Wind again, you'll see the quest is still labeled as unturned in. However, check your inventory and you'll find you have its reward. You could do this any number of times for infinite rewards. Just know your inventory caps at 9, so be sure to sell the stuff off since extras just disappear. I should also mention you can only have 5 active quests at once, so after a certain point you should let go of your greed and actually turn the quests in to clear them out so you can do more. So yeah, that's it. That's the glitch easy video. Now let me go over which quests I personally recommend glitching and why. So the second quest in the game is getting ground meat, which is easy as you simply have to go to the butcher shop in the city of Hayes, which is the first portrait, and that shop is in the left half of the map at the very top. Once there, unequip your weapon and beat the meat. Turning in this quest gives you the bullet punch, which sells for 2,500 gold apiece or 22,500 per stack. I recommend farming this as early as you can to get some core gear that you'll use the entire game, which I'll cover in the next section. The next quest I recommend is overcoming the curse. This one requires you to come back to Wind cursed and it'll mark it as done. Thankfully for the glitch, you don't need to be cursed every single time you turn it in. This one gives the blessed ring, which sells for a whopping 12,500 gold each. If you found the bullet punch strat too slow, this one will make you rich beyond your wildest dreams very quickly. Just keep in mind, I don't think this quest is unlocked or doable until you're at least at the second painting, and the easiest way to do it is to get cursed at the top of the tower near the fourth painting. The next 2 quests provide similar rewards, so I'll group them together. Mental Training 1 requires you talk to Wind with no MP, which should be easy enough, you just spam abilities. Build Your Strength 1 requires you get a beehive, which you can farm from the Forest of Doom painting, which is World 3. Both these quest rewards provide boosts to your stats. Mental Training 1 gives you 10 to your maximum MP, and Build Your Strength 1 gives 15 to your max health. It's worth mentioning that the later versions of this same quest don't increase the reward, so feel free to spam the glitch on the first set. Something to know, however, is there is a maximum to health and MP you can gain from bonuses, and it isn't the maximum you can hit overall. So at some point you'll stop getting increases, and to get to the actual cap, you'll have to level your character the rest of the way. Regardless, this will still give you a ton of extra health and MP, which you're gonna need because this game's final boss is tough. So lastly, if you have decided to glitch and are selling that bullet punch, there's some gear I highly recommend getting as soon as possible. The first is the 2 master rings for Jonathan. They're 200,000 each, so 400,000 total. So yeah, that's a lot of bullet punches, but they are absolutely worth it. They double the mastery points John gets when you kill enemies after hitting them with a sub-weapon, and they stack. So while one is 2 times, 2 of them will be 4 times, which makes the grinding much easier. I also recommend getting and mastering the Shuriken early if you want to just crush bosses. The second is the feather gear for 19,800 each for both characters. This has some insane defense this early in the game, plus 32, which is better than even a lot of late game armors. Its downside is if you get hit, you get knocked back further, but that's hardly a minus in my book. Getting feather gear for both Charlotte and Jonathan will make you incredibly durable for the majority of the game. So yeah, that's the glitch and my recommendations. Again, this does not work in the European version, so switch to the American one if you want to do it. Also, it's up to you whether or not you consider this cheating. I will say that for me, farming for cash in Metroidvanias feels super tedious, so I'll take any help I can get, but ultimately, this is up to you. Regardless, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out my Aria of Sorrow guide for how to get the Soul Eater ring early, and I got guides for all sorts of Souls games, other stuff, reviews, all sorts of crap on the channel, so feel free to go check it out. Whether you do or not, I hope you have a fantastic time playing Portrait of Ruin.